Hi, Internet. Um, I thought today it would be just kind of fun to come on and just do a little informal kind of go down memory lane to then and now. Some of my favorites, some of my past memories, what I liked then, what I like now. So, if you have a minute and you are interested, stick around. I think it'll be fun. I think sometimes it's fun to just go back and think about. I'm really going to be aging myself and dating myself because I'm sure that maybe there will be a few people who will be like, what's that? Who's that? But grab something fun to drink. I'm having a cup of hot tea and just a little bit of honey, and let's get started. So, I'm going to sip on tea and talk to you. So, let's get started. So, I wrote a few notes, and just so I don't get off track, because I have a tendency to just kind of go the other way, and this will get long and boring. So, as a kid, then and now, a favorite memory. One of my favorite memories I can remember is in first grade, and it involves a purse. And the purse was a little, what I would consider a cream colored bucket purse. And I wanted it so bad for Christmas. And so I asked Santa Claus for it. And the top flip flopped and it just had a handle on it. And in first grade, it was their tradition at the school to have someone dress up as Santa Claus, come in and distribute gifts. And so when he called my name, of course, I was pretty afraid to like go up to get my gift, but I knew there was a gift there with my name on it and I wanted it. So I went up there and I opened it up and it's the purse I wanted. And I couldn't figure out how this Santa Claus had that purse in his bag for me. And I remember my dad picking me up from school that afternoon and running in the car with my purse and going, look at what Santa Claus got me. It's the exact purse I wanted. Couldn't figure it out. The dearest memory. I love that. A memory now, one that kind of tops it. It's kind of hard to say, well, what's your memory now, since a memory is something in the past, but this is my memory that really tops that warms my heart and is just full of that wonderment and joy, is my son and daughter-in-law came to visit me on one of my birthdays, a very special kind of birthday, and she was expecting, and they brought cupcakes to celebrate my birthday when they came to visit. And so we're eating these cupcakes, and they were talking about them, and they were like, how do you like them? I was like, yum, good. And what'd you get? And my husband said, oh, I don't know, I got a cream filling or whatever. And what'd you get, Mom? Oh, I don't know, I got raspberry. You got raspberry? Well, what color is it? Pink? you know and they're just kind of looking at me, and I'm like, oh, I'm having a grand baby girl. Endearing. That's when I was introduced to my grandbaby, Landon. And she was a girl. What a memory. Kind of even tops that person first grade, for sure. My first memory about makeup is a lady who used to live across the street from us, and she always wore this coral red lipstick. And she would carry a gold compact powder, just a plain, simple compact powder in her purse, and I loved it. I loved it. So that was then. And what's my memory, or what then and now? What do I prefer now for lip color? Probably a deep matte red color. I still favor that. I think it looks classic and just, I don't know, it just does something to your skin and your eyes, but it has to be that perfect deep red, not too burgundy red. I love all colors of lipstick, but that tends to be my favorite. Memory growing up that I loved and that I remember as a kid, playing house, playing mom, playing dolls. Then, now, being a mom and having all of that really come to fruition as an adult. Um, but I played house and dolls, for a very, very long time, from baby doll stage all the way up to Barbie doll. I mean, I still have Barbie, Ken, Midge, Alan, and Skipper the sister. And my Barbie doll is like not the original from, I think it was 1959, but the 1962 bubble cut Barbie. Yeah, wonderful, beautiful memories. Just that. And being a mom now and an Oni, so I guess not a whole lot has changed except real as a mom. um, my favorite lip gloss growing up when I was like, at that age where I was starting to recognize um, makeup. And let me set the mood for the time era. It was the Beatles, rock and roll, the Monkees, bell bottoms, um, hats for women, Twiggy. So, my favorite lip gloss back then was Bonnie Bell. And that was then. Now, favorite lip gloss, I would have to say more of a lip treatment balm would be Dior. Um, I love the product that Dior has for lips. Foundation, back when I was growing up, CoverGirl. CoverGirl was just huge, big, all of us in that teenage cycle there just really loved CoverGirl. And that was then. And now, favorite foundation for me happens to be NARS. I am just gaga over NARS. Perfume. Growing up, what I remember, first scent or liking a scent was a perfume called Ambush. And then I think I sort of graduated over to, in high school years, and then maybe after graduation, Ciara. And now I think I have an assortment of perfumes because I love a lot of different types of perfumes. I would have to say between Love Chanel, number 5. I just think it's just a scent that is it just embeds in your memory, and I love it. It's a little bit heavy and strong, so you have to be super careful. But my all-time favorite as of late has been Chloe, and I really like that. Mascara, when I was growing up, it came in a little square cakey with this little brush, and you used to dilute it with water and apply it with the brush that way. My favorite mascara now is, I just really couldn't tell you a favorite. I want to say it's probably right now Def and Cell. Favorite powder back then was CoverGirl, and now I would have to say if it's loose powder, it's the Chanel loose powder. I love it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it feels. I like the silkiness of it, and I like how it sets on my skin. And also, kind of just an overall powder. Um, Honestly, I like the Kat Von D compact powder. I think it has good coverage, keeps the oils down, and I like the way it looks. Favorite shoes back in the day, memory, saddle shoes, black and white saddle shoes. And that was popular. Now, for me, if I had to say, okay, sorry, I have to go with comfort. I just have to go with comfort. Because when you get to be where I'm at in my age, oh, your feet can really hurt. So, in the younger days, didn't matter. I was wearing those stilettos, those high heels, those skinny things. Uh, yeah, now, Ugg boots. I don't care if they're high, low, Ugg boots. UGG slippers, and I have a pair right here because I've been wearing them. UGG slipper socks. Aren't these cute? I mean, yeah, UGG. Now, if I'm dressing up, I would say I'm more along the kind of flats, Mary Jane's sort of kind of style, and so I would have to say my Tory Burch flats for sure. Um, Favorite type of pants to wear back then in the day would be bell bottoms, and now skinny jeans for sure, skinny pants or capris. I just loved that slimming look. Back when I was growing up as a kid, we had what pants back then were called stirrups. They had a little kind of band that went underneath your foot, and it kind of pulled your pants like straight, so it kind of gave it that skinny effect look. So those were called stirrup pants, and I wore those a lot growing up. um, Favorite type of dress to wear for me, always an empire waist. I don't know why, I just favored it. I loved it. I loved it if there was a shirt that was a blouse empire waist, or a dress, and sometimes they were called baby doll dresses. Loved that style then, and now same. I still love an empire waist dress or shirt. Whether it's even jersey material, it's just comfortable, and I've just always liked the look. Hairstyle, long, straight, with bangs, growing up pretty much. Then I kind of went through in high school the pixie stage, and then for years and years just the bob, and as of the last 10 years or so, an inverted bob cut, and now I'm growing it back because I went back to the pixie for a while. um Favorite food growing up, French fries. Then and now, I'd have to say a baked potato, because a baked potato you can dress up. You can add whatever you want to it, and you can really zoom it up with meats and cheeses and bacons and mushrooms, and yum. Baked potato, my favorite. Favorite store growing up as a kid. Honestly, Woolworths. Woolworths. It was a dime store. It was huge. It had wood floors. It had everything you needed, from bobby pins to girdles. And it had a soda fountain. Yeah, a soda fountain where you could go in there and order hamburger, french fries, and a Coke, or a malt, or a milkshake. You could just go in there and shop, and it was just, yeah, Woolworths. Favorite store now? Along those lines, I'd have to say Target. Yeah, that's the modern day version of Woolworths now, is Target, and I think that's fun. My favorite drink back then, a Coke, always a Coke. Now, coffee. Love my coffee. Jewelry, ball stud earrings, my favorite. Now, well, yeah, ball stud earrings, and back when I was growing up, we didn't get into a lot of like good jewelry, but there were some things that were passed down to me that were more along the lines of relics and chains. And now my favorite jewelry, pearls, and if I have to mention one, and Nouvelle pearls, my favorite. And my Tiffany bean necklace. Why? Because this necklace I bought when I received a bonus from work, and it just reminds me of how hard I worked. And of course, the Tiffany bean, there was a big display down in Chicago several years ago, and it has become my favorite everyday go-to. I wear this like all the time, and it really has become a favorite because since I've had my granddaughter, holding her, she'll grab a hold of it. She's never tugged on it or ripped it off as of yet, but she just holds it, and I always say, oh, that's Noni's pretty. Noni's pretty. Someday Noni will give you this pretty. So that's just kind of our little thing. And then Favorite face wash back then, growing up? Noxzema. Yes, it was a favorite. Was it good for my skin? Like, I don't want to knock it, but oh, I don't think so because it just seemed like it was just the thing to do, popular. Favorite face wash now? For me, Rodan and Fields. Bar none, Rodan and Fields. Favorite bubble bath back then? Neutrogena. I think it was like the rainwater or something like that called that. Favorite bubble bath, yes. Now, Dr. Teal's. Kind of any, I love Dr. Teal's. I just think their bath salts and, oh, they're awesome. Lotion. Back then, baby lotion. Just love the smell of it. Like Johnson's. I mean, just baby lotion all the time. Now, my favorite is Laura Mercier, and it's the almond coconut scent. Favorite hobby growing up as a kid, if I had a hobby, I would have to say it was swimming. And I learned how to crochet pretty young age, and that continues to be my hobby now, then and now. Favorite book growing up as a kid, Dr. Kildare, Ben Casey, books like that I loved. A little bit, I got into the Nancy Drew mysteries a little bit, but not a whole lot. Favorite book now? I would say it's by Richard Paul Evans, and it's called The Timepiece. It's just the sweetest little Christmas type story. Just love it. And anyways, Richard Paul Evans happens to be one of my most favorite authors. Movies. Growing up as a kid, I remember seeing Romeo and Juliet on the big screen. That was a really kind of daring type movie to see for the first time, and I remember it and loved it. And another movie when I got a little older was with Ryan O'Neal and I think Ali McGraw or something like that, and it was called Love Never Means You Have to Say You're Sorry or something like that. Pretty popular back then, a real tearjerker, kind of. Favorite movie now? Well, I've seen a lot of movies since my younger age, and I would have to say favorite movie now would be Anne of Green Gables. Yes, the remake that Disney did several years ago. I watch it every holiday season during Thanksgiving. I have it on DVD now, or the the newer version. I love it. I love it. It's Anne of Green Gables. If you haven't seen it, I don't care if you're male or female or how old you are. You need to sit down and watch it because it is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Beautiful story. And so that's just a little bit about then and now. And I just thought it was kind of fun to get on and share that with you. So until next time, serve yourself some tea in a pretty teacup or coffee or something hot that you like and make it special because you deserve it. Until next time, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye.